Aloha everybody, Tracie here. How's it? How you doing? Nice to see you today. And e komo mai. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button. Tell your friends and your ohana. Let's get to the Wehewehe. Last month we talked about my visit before Mauna Kea, and this video is about after Mauna Kea. I actually went up to Mauna Kea twice. And the first time I went, it was with my dad. It was actually a really quick trip. We had a few short stops. We had a few short hours. I wanted to show my mahalo and my appreciation for those up there holding space up at the Mauna. And so I made shoyu chicken. I'm not a great cook, but shoyu chicken works. So we made 2 big pans, shoyu chicken and rice, and then we took them up that day. This is a picture of us up on Pu'u Hulu Hulu. That's on the opposite side of the Mauna Kea access road. It's up on the Pu'u, or that small hill, and you can see behind me to the ground area, you can see the road. It was such a short trip, and I felt like when I went that first time, I just felt like it wasn't long enough. That's us. That's our tour group. I believe they had only opened it up on that day, which was Saturday. They really take good care of that area. It was like you had to clean your shoes before you went on this tour, and you could only go with the tour guide. You can kind of see him in the corner. He's facing us. Everybody else is facing him, and he's facing us. He's giving us a brief history about that pu'u, or pu'u hulu hulu. That was just too short. So the second time we went, which was this past week, here's a picture of us together. Yeah, me and my girls. And so that's where, on that road is where the protocols are held. And it was a really great experience. I went with my whole ohana. We went for the noon protocol and the Aloha Aina Unity March in support of Mauna Kea. And it was a statewide march from all the different islands where over 15,000 people walked in support of Mauna Kea. So of course, for us, we were already on Mauna Kea, so we didn't have to walk anywhere. So we opened up for the people on the other islands. And it was really neat because we learned a dance that the Kanakaʻoles and Auntie Pua Case had taught us. And I'm not, a real chanter hula person, but let me show you some pictures. Yep, I was standing behind these people, and this is us learning the dance. And as you can see right there, up in the distance is Mauna Kea. You can see that. Oh yeah, speaking of that too, yeah, you see that lady's shirt right there with the Mauna, the yellow Mauna. I wanted one. Shout out to this Mauna Kea shirt I have. Look, I like it. See, it says Aloha Mauna Kea. See it? Yeah, I like that shirt. I was trying to get the Hawaii's finest shirt that says "See you on the Mauna," and my daughter and I were wanting to buy it, but every time we go to the website, it's sold out. So if anybody can hook us up, that would be great. And then the last picture of us on that day is us watching part of the protocol. And then you can see the dancers. Anybody that knows the dance are welcome to go up and dance. And I'm kind of sitting over here. You can see the heads of people. So I'm sitting right there by those people. And then my mom is actually part of the ceremony. She's playing the ipu. And then the other lady on the ipu is, of course, Auntie Pua Kanahele. That's not my mom. But I don't know her personally. But my mom is sitting in the center of this picture. So I was really proud that, my mom is has such close ties to the Mauna. And, when I was younger, a lot of it, I was thinking back when I was up there that I didn't really understand when my mom was taking hula. I think because it's my mom, I never thought about it. But now that I'm older, I really have an appreciation for the kupuna, of course, there, as well as the kupuna, which is the aina, the land, right? And just in my younger days, I never paid much attention. And every time I'd go home, I would see mom dancing hula, and I was just not interested. But seeing my mom up there and being part of that protocol, it was a really surreal experience. I really appreciated it. So, mahalo, mom. All right, ka Puana. Let's go through some words that we've been hearing relating to Mauna Kea. And the first one is pu'uhonua o pu'uhuluhulu. E ho'opili mai. Pu'uhonua o pu'uhuluhulu. Mai kai. And pu'uhonua is a place of refuge, the place that we went on the tour. That's the pu'uhuluhulu. Helu elua. Number 2 is aloha aina. E ho'opili mai. Aloha aina. Mai kai. Hana ho. Aloha aina. Mai kai. And aloha, of course, we know aloha. And aina is land. And the love for land. When I was thinking about those words, aloha aina, love for land, I see that the Hawaiian mindset, that land is not a commodity. Land is not real estate, but as a living entity. And it reminds me of so many things. Helu e kolu, number 3, is kapu aloha. E ho'opili mai. Kapu aloha. Of course, we learned that last month. I had said that it was a reverence for loving. On the Pu'uhuluhulu website, I saw a teaching on kapu aloha, and I really loved the definition that Auntie Pua Kanahele had given, which was prohibition or sacred. It's kapu. And the definition she said was that the way we behave should be sacred to ourselves and to others. And prohibited because we should be prohibited to act in a certain way. Prohibition I see as a restraint in that, maybe I want to lash out at somebody or snap at somebody, but kapu aloha is restraining of ourselves. And the definition that I have for myself is, we see law enforcement or the police officers as trying to kapu us or prohibit us or restrict us, right? When you're driving on the freeway and you're going 65, you see a police officer, you're going over the speed limit. What's your natural reaction? You slow down, right? And so that's the outside force of kapu coming to kapu us. Might not necessarily be in aloha, but trying to restrict us. But what I see for myself as kapu aloha is an inner restraint, that we restrain ourselves from the inside out rather than somebody trying to restrain us from the outside in. And so the example that I have is not even an example. When I went up to Mauna Kea, I saw so much kapu aloha from everywhere, from people, in the sense of people restraining themselves and acting wisely with other people, saying aloha. People were so kind, so friendly. It was so organized. It was unified. People knew their purpose. They knew that at protocol time, boom, we're there at protocol. And other times, you do what you need to do, go about your business. There's classes, but everything was very organized and structured to where that the kapu that we had was ourselves. Us, like I said, restraining ourselves from the inside out, so that we control our behavior rather than having somebody having to control our behavior from the outside in. You don't need police or officers to kapu you because you're kapuing yourself. Kahana. Now, how am I going to apply this to my life? What am I going to take away from it? One of the things that I'll take away from it was, as I was watching everybody go about their business, and there's people there that are crossing guards that stand there that help people cross the street. And that's their job, or that's their job or their role. And then when we pulled up that first time, we brought some food. The first time and the second time we brought food. And as we pull up, there's somebody right there that's asking us, what can we do for you? And that's their job. There's a food area where people that work serving people food if they don't have food. So there's a place where you can go if you need stuff, donations. All these people that have these roles and these functions. And when I was there, I immediately thought, wow, these people are not getting paid, right? They're volunteering themselves. And there's people that have been up there for the 2 months, little over 2 months, and they're not getting paid. They're there holding space, sacred space, preserving space, saying that we are here. And wow, I was thinking of my role in a previous job. Before I became an educator, I used to work at a hotel, a resort, and I remember we had to clock in. We would clock in right before 7:30. We would clock in. Our time clock would be like, tink, you clock in. And you had to clock out right at 3 o'clock. So at 3 o'clock, we would be standing right by the time clock and tink, clocking out. And I thought to myself, that's a job, right? And that's how the world works, because money, we need money. Money is important. We need to function. But those people up on Mauna Kea that were doing it, really as a sacrifice, they're not getting paid, and they looked like they enjoyed it. Like, looking back at my time at a place that was, supposedly the happiest place in Ko'olina. For me, it wasn't so much, but that's another story. But clocking into my job, it's like, when I'm on the time clock and I'm getting paid, boom, I'm working, I'm doing something. But once I'm off that clock, I ain't doing nothing. I ain't doing nothing for you. You pick up your own rubbish. If I see rubbish on the ground, whatever. But the people up on Mauna Kea, it was like they were not clocking in. They were there, and they were doing it for free. And that was it. And I was amazed. And as a quick reminder, for the TPT lesson, there is no TPT lesson. I'll put the link up to the Pu'uhuluhulu website. You can watch the vikio and the protocol and the hula and the chants, and you can learn them right there. You as kumu, as teacher, can say, this is what I learned, let's learn it together. Or this is what I want to learn, let's learn it together. Yeah? Maikai. Lastly, for our ʻōlelo noʻeau, it's the same one that we went through last month. Remember that newspaper article from the Nupepa Ku'oko'a? My daughter and I went to a workshop that was led by one of the kia'i, Lanakila Manguil, and we learned the same chant. We learned it in chant form, and we learned it in a hula. So since I'm not much of a hula person, I decided to put it in song form and play it with my ukulele. Anyways, I thought, okay, what if I put this same same thing that Lanakila taught us, but instead of singing it a cappella and doing a hula for you, I'm going to do them on my ukulele. So here we go. I'm going to bring them down. You can see my Mauna Kea shirt. And you can see my ukulele, so you can see the chords. All right. Ohano ka Mauna Kea. Ohana ka Mauna Kea, o pu'ua e ka Mauna Kea. Ohana ka Mauna Kea, o pu'ua e ka Mauna Kea. Kea ke kane o papa, walinu ka wahine. Oa kea ke kane o papa, walinu ka wahine. Hana uho'oku he wahine, hana uhaloa he ali'i. Hana uho'oku he wahine, hana uhaloa he ali'i. Anau ka Mauna Kea, he keiki Mauna Kea. Anau ka Mauna Kea, he keiki Mauna Kea. Kea. Again, mahalo nui. Thank you so much to all of you. And I will see you again next month. Mahalo. Aloha. Ahui ho.